co-presenting a workshop called Effective Communication with Biosimilars. And the whole aim of the workshop is to allow pharmacists who are present at this workshop to realise the importance of effective communication skills. Obviously, what patients want is absolute confidence that the person looking after them has the knowledge. But if in addition to the knowledge, they can deliver the news in an effective way, then actually it makes patients feel far better looked after. The main aim, however, of the workshop is there are communication challenges. Because biosimilars aren't the original product, there's a concern that patients may feel they may not be getting the best treatment. So we are looking at a range of ways to improve communication if they find they have challenging conversations with their patients. So what we hope to do during the workshop is we want it to be interactive. We want to give some background information about the importance of effective communication, because we now know that more than half patients want to be involved in decision making, called shared decision making. So we're going to share some background data to let them know the importance of effective communication. Then we're going to look at some of the studies where biosimilars were introduced and look at the challenges of introducing biosimilars into everyday clinical practice. And then we're going to get each table to spend 5 minutes on their own talking about real life experiences, and then we'll listen to what their communication challenges are. And then we hope when we've collected those that we'll provide them with some effective strategies so they can feel better equipped when they go back to the workplace. The challenges that have come out predominantly are if a patient's already on a reference product, i.e. the original drug made for their disease, and their disease is well controlled and stable, there's a concern from patients that if they switch over to a biosimilar, it may have an adverse impact on their disease. So there is a real challenge of explaining to somebody about the need to change over. Some of the challenges that have come out is if we don't explain it well, patients then think they're just being changed because it's cheaper and therefore their disease may be compromised. There's also a challenge around, could the side effects be worse? Could actually the biosimilar itself be just as efficacious? Right now, biosimilars have been used for a long time in oncology without really worrying about introducing a biosimilar, such as what we call growth colony stimulating factor. But they're often drugs used only for a short period of time to help people stay on course with their chemotherapy. The real challenge now is bringing some of the active anti-cancer drugs to the patient's bedside. And these have been in place now since about 2015. I think the earliest biosimilars were introduced. So for some treatment types, it's gone very smoothly. But I think we're just making sure of the unanticipated consequences when there's now even more biosimilars coming onto the market to treat a whole range of different cancers. I think what needs to be done to bring biosimilars to the bedside in oncology is I think we can learn huge lessons from the gastroenterology community and the rheumatology community who've done it very effectively in disease control with their patients. I think number one is we have to, as clinicians, become up to speed with the knowledge. We have to know the data. We have to be able to instill confidence in our patients that we understand they are similar and there should be no detriment to their disease. Then I think if we can instill that confidence and knowledge and trust in our patients and then team that up with effective communication, I suspect that's all that needs to be done.